Well, this is not a very good sign for the Biden campaign. Liberals who scooped up Dr. Fauci and Ruth Bader Ginsburg bobbleheads, they are not rushing to buy Biden and Kamala memorabilia. Souvenir store owners say folks just aren't into the current crop of Democratic Party heroes. The founder of the progressive T-shirt maker putting it this way, quote, "We produce Kamala Harris stuff, which doesn't sell at all." And it's not just the poor sales of swag. The White House is having trouble selling their economic message. The term Bidenomics is nowhere to be found in the president's recent speeches, despite saying it was the word of the year just a month ago.
I don't think they meant it as a compliment originally. Started referring to my economic policy as Bidenomics. Well, guess what? It's working. Bidenomics is just another way of saying restore the American dream. The plan is working.
Bidenomics, right? It kind of flows off the tongue. Here to talk with you about Bidenomics, which is the word of the day, word of the week, word of the month, word of the year here at the White House.
Biden's hometown reveals how it really feels about Bidenomics.
It's just gotten tougher, I feel like, for everybody. So how could he be seeing it through our eyes if, it's just gotten tougher?
It's gotten worse. I'm a registered Democrat, but I'm not happy.
This economy sucks. I mean, everything's going up except, paychecks.
Greg, have you purchased any bobbleheads lately?
It's hard to make a bobblehead when somebody's already a bobblehead, right? It's kind of redundant. You're not going to get a Kamala Harris bobblehead. Maybe they should have gotten like a coffee table book of Venn diagrams or a Kamala Harris, public speaking for idiots. That would work. All successful phenomenons are organic. I mean, this is why Let's Go Brandon took off. Nobody planned that. But Dark Brandon, do you remember that? That's where Biden put on sunglasses. It was like grandpa taking up skateboarding. It doesn't work. It looks completely fake. But everything the Dems do these days is orchestrated right now. It's like somebody just put out the bat signal to tell the media, government, in the tech industries, it's time to Nazify Trump, and it's time to say he's going to cause World War III. You had the Atlantic do 25 articles just about him. You have Liz Cheney having these meltdowns, and he's going to cause World War III. And the purpose of this bat signal and getting everybody, the whole cabal together, is to make every action afterwards permissible. It's like if you're trying to stop Hitler, then everything is on the table. And this is why next year is going to be really weird, because they're preparing, they're setting it up, so they're going to be able to just completely demonize millions of people.
Jesse, we have said before that Biden, what he calls accomplishments, we actually sometimes see as vulnerabilities, and the economy is one of them. And when they decided to take Bidenomics by the horns and try to make it like Obamacare, it was sure to backfire.
I don't know if you read Breitbart this morning, Dana.
I did not. I missed it. What happened?
Got to read Breitbart every morning. Yeah. So you remember Home Alone when Macaulay Culkin goes grocery store shopping and he has his lists? So in 1990, he buys milk, bread, toilet paper, laundry detergent, fabric softener, cling wrap, macaroni and cheese, a turkey TV dinner, OJ, and a bag of plastic army men. Cost $20. Last year...
He used a coupon.
Maybe even less. Last year, or whatever, when $44. This year, the same exact grocery list, $72.
Where are you shopping?
Kroger. Breitbart shops at Kroger, according to this article. So you can't get out there and say things are good when they're not. They're doubling in prices. When I was at the Christmas tree farm buying my tree, they have all these ornaments. What did I see? Not a single Kamala or Joe. I saw Fauci, and I saw RBG. Still. And there was only a couple left. That means they're still hot. When Trump was president, people would send me these Trump pens. You click it, and he's like, build the wall. Remember Obama? He put his face on everything. I thought it was kind of tacky. But again, when you have a passionate relationship with the candidate, we like Ike. This stuff, they were selling Reagan-Bush sweatshirts like 10 years ago. Thing was flying off the shelves. You can't sell that. I'm beginning to think maybe they're right. Maybe he's not really president.
Or they should just target the right products.
Or maybe he's not really the real president.
I think that's what we want to do. Jessica, you did have a lot of Democrats now coming out and saying, yeah, we're not going to use the term Bidenomics anymore because they realize it's actually hurting them.
And that's their prerogative. Every race is local. You do whatever is best for you. Some people want to campaign with him. Some people don't. But Jesse and I have discussed this many times. Bobbleheads don't equal votes. People showing up at rallies don't necessarily equal votes. This happened in the 2015-2016 primary, Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton. But Bernie's packing the stadiums. How is it possible? Well, Hillary Clinton's a real Democrat, so she was our nominee. 2020, Joe's sitting in the basement. Trump's packing the rallies. He loses by 8 million votes. Merch is down generally, and the GOP is a complete failure when it comes to fundraising. There was that article that came out in early November about Ronna McDaniel, and she has the lowest amount of cash on hand at the RNC since 2015. Democrats have doubled it. Joe Biden, Q3, 71 million. Donald Trump, the icon, right? Mugshot t-shirt everyone wants, 45 million, and he'll probably spend it on his legal fees.
I have seen more Trump mugshot t-shirts in 3 months than Biden merch in 3 years.
Where
And all in his closet.
Where do I hang out? I hang out in America.
No,
Judge,
you certainly do not hang out in any spot of America that I have been.
people are
I
holding
hang
back
out
their
here.
funds.
I haven't seen it here.
In the building?
I haven't seen in Manhattan a single Joe Biden t-shirt.
Judge Janine, please.
Okay, I can tell you this, that Donald Trump has made a fortune off of that mugshot, okay? An absolute fortune. His book is selling like crazy. People love the MAGA hats, the MAGA shirts, the MAGA coffee mugs, the MAGA flags.
Why did he
go
lose
to
so bad,
Florida? Go to Florida. And why is he beating Joe Biden right now?
careful.
It's ridiculous.
He's not.
You can go, right? Yes, he is.
No.
Okay, look, this is my turn to talk, okay? So in addition to that, the only thing that my dogs like is, I want you to see this particular thing that my dogs, especially the new ones. Now, that's Joe Biden. My dogs fight over that one.
Nice.
All right? But the truth is, inflation is up. It's the highest since Jimmy Carter. Grocery prices are up 20%. Energy prices are up. I don't want to tell you what my Con Ed bill was yesterday. It's like a mortgage payment. And the hourly earnings fell 3% under Biden, rose 7% under Trump. Raise it, Cyrus, my kid.
There she has it. That's all she's going to say.
I doubt
Up next,
that.
nothing to say from thieves, including your Christmas tree?
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.